Long before he was battling wildfires from the cockpit of one of Canada's most unique water bombers, George Plawski was launching off the deck of an aircraft carrier in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Back in the early days of his aviation career, George joined the Royal Canadian Navy, flying the Grumman Tracker from HMCS Bonaventure, Canada's last aircraft carrier. It was demanding flying, tight carrier decks, rough seas, and split-second precision. The Tracker was designed for anti-submarine patrol work during the Cold War, but for George, it was also the beginning of a lifetime in aviation.
So we went for flight training in the United States because we did not have a training for naval aviators in Canada. And that took a year and a half. And we were flying trackers, which is in training, because that's what we were flying in Canada. And so I joined the squadron and flew for 4 years. I was flying trackers off the Bonaventure. I got about 109 day and 38 night landings, which is fairly normal for that amount of time. And then it occurred to me that I am actually absolutely not senior officer material. Get out of here.
After his military service, George made another dramatic shift in flying, this time trading ocean patrols for wildfire suppression.
This airplane was one of the fastest airplanes built. It could keep up to a lot of fighters. It came into service at the end of 45, 44, the Battle of the Bulge, etc. And it was used a lot by American reserves and that sort of thing for about 8 or 10 years. And then in Korea, as you pointed out, also in Vietnam. But then it stopped being used because other airplanes came. It was Canada that started the whole thing off, you know. Kenting brought those 2 airplanes in. There's another company that brought one in. And little by little, they started to transform it into an air tanker because it lent itself to this so well. It had a bomb bay that you could put a tank into. It carried a huge amount of weight. It had speed. It was maneuverable enough.
From aircraft carriers at sea to smoke-filled skies over Western Canada, George Plawski's aviation journey reflects a generation of pilots whose careers stretched across some of the most fascinating chapters in Canadian aviation history.